you. It's only you that sees the hearts of men. If there is anything that we are hiding, if there is anything that we have concealed from our people, oh Elohim, you will judge us very harshly. But if our hands are clean, our hearts very pure, you will bless IPOB, and you will bless me, and you will bless my family, because it's a promise from you. All our hope and our trust is upon thee. May your name be glorified. He said.
Radio station with more. You're listening to the radio station. You're listening to this is Radio Biafra. Radio Biafra.
We are not like other people, because as I once reminded you before we came, there was nobody like us. Now that we are here, they pretend, they copy, they emulate, they fabricate falsehood, but they can never be like us. Long after we are gone, they will wish we lived forever. IPOB is very special, exceptionally special. the largest mass movement in the whole world bar none. And we did it because Chukwuokike Abiama is with us. We did it because Chukwuokike Abiama created IPOB himself. And we are here to pilot its affairs. We will not prevaricate. We will not stop. We will not slumber until Biafra is fully restored to its former glory. Anybody in doubt as to our resilience and our determination to restore Biafra is not only mistaken, not only misguided, but needs to see a psychiatrist. Because we are not stopping. I am Nnamdi Kanu and I don't stop until I get what I want.
All right, thank you one more time. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. My name is Mazi IYKE Peters. All right, this morning we have a few things to talk about and the news that is floating around. I will start with, last week I spoke about Olusegun Obasanjo and Osibanjo, both of them. I blame them so much about what is going on in the zoo, Nigeria, because these people are treacherous. They don't love the people. They love their position. They love their power that they are in. They don't give a shit about what is happening to anybody. Because Obasanjo will not tell me he doesn't know that Buhari had died. Osibanjo will not tell me that he doesn't know about his boss. These people are just, fake. They are really fake in the sense, but today Obasanjo is speaking up, but then for other reasons, for different reasons, he's not going straight to the point. Evil, the evil that men do lives after them. That's what they say. And the people like the Obasanjo are people that will die and go to hell because hellfire is waiting for them. There's no doubt about it. They know these things. Millions of people are dying left, right, and center, and they are not saying nothing. Now, I read something in the paper that Obasanjo, the former president, Chief Olusegun Obasanjo, has grimly predicted the discontinued existence of Nigeria as a country due to the manipulation of the electoral process. No, you are part of the problem. Yes, manipulation of the electoral process, we agree. But when you see evil and you don't talk about it, the man that is there is not your colleague, you know that. He's not the general that you know. The man died. You are very much aware of it. What are you afraid of? You don't want to be blamed. Okay, during the war, you was one of those quote-unquote hero that fought to keep Nigeria one. So you don't know how you can go back now and say what you fought for and killed all these children and murdered people and committed genocide left, right, and center, that you failed. And you don't want to say that. You don't want people to blame you. So because of that, you're looking for a way out. Manipulation of an electoral process. That has been there even before you came into power. That's not the reason why Nigeria is breaking up. It's breaking up because they have no direction. They're just floating. Anywhere the water takes them, that's where they go. They have absolutely no direction. So because it's blaming the manipulation of the electoral process and the selfishness of its leadership, including you. You are one of them. You're talking about yourself right now as we speak. Let me read this story as it came. Let me see if I can be able to join it today. We will soon have to say goodbye to Nigeria as a nation if, that's Olusegun Obasanjo talking. Same evil. Former President Chief Olusegun Obasanjo has grimly predicted the discontinued existence of Nigeria as a country due to manipulation of the electoral process. That's not the reason alone. And the selfishness of its leadership. Obasanjo made this assertion on Saturday during an international symposium to mark his 85th birthday in Abeokuta and the Ogun State capital. He further stated that many presidential aspirants ought to be investigated by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission and the Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offenses Commission ICPC due to their roles in the current state of the economy. That's not what we're talking about. You're just beating about the bush. Tell them that they lied to the world that they don't have a president. The country has not had a president since 2017. And Obasanjo, you are aware of that. All this beating about the bush and trying to play a good boy or good man, forget it. You are 85 years old. What's his name? Bola Tinubu is 69. Oh. So Bola Tinubu could be your first son, eh? Nigeria is a big joke. I'm telling you the truth. Look, Bola Tinubu says he's 69. Olusegun Obasanjo said he's 85. 85, believe me sincerely, is old enough to be the father of Bola Tinubu. You know all these things. You know the truth. He's your countryman. There are people that are his colleagues that went to school together with him. He can lie on paper, but in real sense, most of his mates and colleagues are not dead yet. But he's now claiming that you are his father. Because if you are 85 and he is 69, you are qualified to be his father. I'm telling you. He said, since 1999, we have changed from one political party or another. We have maneuvered and manipulated to the point that election results are no longer reflections of the will of the people, and we seem to be progressively going back rather than going forward, politically, economically, and socially. You know, I used to be, when I was a child, they used to tell many stories about my community in Newi. I used to listen to, my fathers and my cousins, they talking. Then I was a child. They say fantastic things that I never saw, actually, that when somebody who has committed so much sacrilege in the community dies and they put him on the bed, he will stop. No, they put him on the floor. He will continue confessing and saying all kinds of things. But when they take him off the floor, put him on the bed, he stops talking. That is the Anawaye Sanono. They put them on the floor and they talk. I don't know. I never witnessed any of this. I'm only putting what I heard adults talk about when I was a child. So Obasanjo na Sanono right now. He's not even dead yet. On Sanono. What he is saying is the truth. But you know something? He is part of the problem. He is just there. Let me read this again. This is going to be interesting. He said, since 1999, we have changed from one political party or another. We have maneuvered, manipulated to the point that election results are no longer a reflection of the will of the people, and we seem to be progressively going back rather than going forward, politically, economically, and socially. This day and age, somebody in Owerri, they call Ozodimma, was taken away, was taken by the same people, by the law court, and put as governor. Your likes are there. Olusegun Obasanjo, you are alive. You see these things happening. Why are you talking today in answer? No. Okay, in answer. Because you know something? He said here we have activities without requisite actions and personnel to move it forward. If we continue in the same pattern of recycling, sweet words, campaigning, maneuvering without a substance of integrity, honesty, patriotism, commitment, outreach, courage, and understanding of what makes a nation and what makes for development, we will soon have to say goodbye to Nigeria as a nation. Why are you lying to yourself? Nigeria is already gone. You know that. Just say it. We have no country. It didn't start with the death of your president that they switched. It didn't start with they are going to the court to elect somebody who is number 4 in an election and make him the president. The governor of a state. They tried to, it couldn't work out in Anambra because of the genuinity of IPOB. They could have done exactly the same thing in Anambra. That was the plan. The man that they get that would take over, Andy Oba, that's his name. They were expecting, they are not going to election. Then they will maneuver Mago and then put him in there. Unfortunately, it didn't work because IPOB lifted the election. Immediately say, oh yeah, go and vote. That's why the man that is there won landslide without any action. Nobody's going to court to fight anything. Maybe the court could have as well say, you know what, we nullify the Anambra election, and they'll take out Duba from the kitchen and put him there as a governor. And then the killings and the genocide that is continuing, that's in the Imo State, is going to reflect in the people of Anambra. All these things, you are there. Your Obasanjo, you are not a spectator. You are one of the soccer players. You're one of the people in the field playing the soccer. And whatever you do, don't join yourself with us, because we are spectators. We are the people watching the drama that is going on. You have the right to speak up. The lies comes from every corner. The man that he calls himself Tinubu says he's 69 years old. Obasanjo, you know very well that Tinubu is not 69. He's telling you that you are his father, because probably Tinubu's child, if you are 85, because you actually declared your age, if you're 85 years old and Tinubu is 69, so Tinubu now, that is what we see. When we laugh, we think we are laughing. We're just being sarcastic because it's so funny. I cast a cursory look at some of the people running around and those for whom people are running around for. If EFCC and ICPC will have done their job properly and been supported adequately by the judiciary, most of them would be in jail. You're talking about the bullion van. We know that. Come out plain Obasanjo. Say it the way it is. Call it by its name. Don't be running around the cycle, trying to twist words, trying to be unnecessary. Listen, the time of parables are gone. What is happening now in the zoo needs somebody to come out and speak the truth. Forget about leaving us to decipher it. Because, when you speak in parables, you're giving us the option of being able to translate what you mean, when you can go straight to the words and say it exactly the way it is. No, you won't do that. You're running around in a circle. Those people that are parading all of them should be in jail. Of course, including the bullion van. How did he make his money? They asked Bola Tinubu, how did you make your money? He couldn't say. Because he doesn't even know how the money came about. He just stole the money that belongs to the people. And that's it. He is 69 years old and you are 85. So you can say whatever you want to say. He's your son. He won't beat you up. If he is your son, he's at 69, you are 85. You are his father now. Papa can always talk to his son anyhow. It doesn't matter. Just come out there and tell him, my son, you are not doing well. Any person who has no integrity in small things cannot have integrity in big things. Do you have an integrity yourself, Obasanjo? You not ghetto. A pot calling a kettle waiting in black is not a very good thing. We know that you don't have any integrity, because if you have integrity yourself, you will not sit down there and let the goat die in the string, like we used to say in Igbo land. Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah. A goat is in a sling and is trying to choke to death, and there are adults at home. What do? They go out there and save the life of this goat. That's exactly what the story is all about. So, Olusegun Obasanjo, one more time, I'm telling you, you are not honest, you're not a sincere person. It doesn't matter what you say. The things you are saying now is maybe that the time has come. And you're looking at the long fork of the Satan, and they are waiting for you at the gate of that burning fire. So you are beginning to say, "Anono." That's what we call it. It's anono. You are not saying stories. But what will save you is that you tell the story the way it is. Don't try to be sarcastic about it. Don't try to twist it. Don't try to make it look like you are not aware of what has been going on. Of course you are aware. We know that you are aware, and you know that we know that you are aware. It's just that now, the people have to hide their face and tell you exactly the way it is. You have not done well. You and your brother Osibanjo, I don't know who. If I was Osibanjo, I wouldn't blame him too much anyway, because I can't compare both of you. Osibanjo is somebody who has been praying and fasting as a pastor, looking for a way out for him and his family, and eventually they made him the vice president, and you expect him to come out. And who made him the vice president? Who nominated him? The same Bolaji Tinubu. He used to be Bolaji Tinubu's lawyer. We know these things. When we the spectators, like I said, we are standing outside the arena, outside the boxing arena. We are the ones looking. Even our contributions does not really matter, because for us it's entertainment. All of you, like I look at you, politicians in the zoo, I call all of you comedians. Honestly, there's no difference between you and click the trunk. When they entertain us, those comedians are doing. I go die. I'll watch all these guys, and I'm so happy with them because they are making something out of their lives. But you, the politicians, we pay you to be comedians. You sit down there, you're fooling yourself. You think you're fooling anybody. We know everything that is going on. We watch. But one day, Chukwu Okike Abiyama will bust all of you. Today is happening. Everybody's shouting. I even saw people in Lagos that went to the embassy, Ukraine embassy, trying to talk how they want to go and fight for Ukraine. I just laugh. I don't blame my brother. It's better to go and die there. One of you said something that was very intelligent. He said, listen, I better go there and fight and die for them. At least they will bury me. At least my parents here will not suffer. That is correct. You're not going there because you're patriotic. You're not going there to fight because you love Ukraine so much. You don't even know where Ukraine is in the map. I'll tell you a story. When during the war, I never heard about Haiti in my life. I never heard about Haiti until it was announced on Radio Biafra at the time that Haiti has recognized Biafra. I quickly ran to the map to look for the position of Haiti. I never heard about it before, to be honest. Then I saw where they were, a little tiny country. I said, okay, thank God. So the people going to Ukraine to fight, to say they want to go and fight for Ukraine, go and ask them where Ukraine is located. They don't know. They just want to get away from the dungeon. Is it not better for you to let them carry an aeroplane to Ukraine? At least, even if you fight one day, they will make sure that they clothe you, they feed you, you will eat, than to stay in the zoo where there's no direction, no hope. So the people will tell you, we're going there to fight. We're not going there to fight because we love these people too much. We're going there to fight because at least we will afford them. We will eat. This is the kind of country that we are in. People that don't, and there are even people like even the government, the politicians, everybody's talking. They're putting this. Nobody, I am telling you the truth. That's the way they are in the zoo. They support things, they just sing hallelujah because one person is singing it, everybody is singing hallelujah. One person is a pastor, he drives a good car, everybody is a pastor. Most of my colleagues are pastors, so to be honest with you, all of us have been the struggle for this entertainment thing, and all of a sudden, anyone you call, you say he's a reverend this, he's a reverend that, he's a reverend pastor that, but there's nothing wrong with that. But you see, they are doing what they are doing for wrong reasons. The people that are going to fight in Ukraine are going there to fight for wrong reasons because they are not comfortable in their own country. Nobody cares about them. So rather than be loafing around, let us go there and fight. Even if we die, at least Ukraine will have our name in their history that these people came and fought and probably take care of their families if they can. That is exactly the way it is. So everybody who is crying about putting this, putting that, like I said before, personally sitting down here, I have no opinion. I don't care. Everybody's trying, even America. I saw something this morning saying that the world should go. In fact, they say African countries should wake up and condemn Putin. Why would they? Why will they condemn Putin? Why? Because you love us so much, or that you have been helping us? Genocide is being committed in our land every day, every minute, every second. People are dying. None of you have said anything. Then all of a sudden they are killing Ukrainians, and then you expect us to get up and talk against. No, Putin has his reason. Nobody wants you to build a nuclear weapon in front of. America will not take it. Let Mexico, that is next door, try to bring in people that will destroy this country, and you see America in its full might. So Putin is not different. What he is doing, we know. The world. The news, the papers, the media might get up against him and say so many things, but we know where he's going. And I have said it, Putin, please, the only thing you need to do, as far as I'm concerned, me sitting down here, my concern is accord Biafra recognition. Announce it that Biafra is now recognized. Give us the office in your country. Believe me sincerely, give us a weapon. We will take care of all these people, including Great Britain. Because they are the problem. They are the main problem. So forget about people who say they are supporting. The only thing I want to put into or remember is the southeast of Nigeria. We have nothing to do with what Nigeria is doing. We are not Nigerians, we are Biafrans. And no Biafran will condemn what you're doing, because we have our own problem. We are taking care of ourselves. So you do what you want to do. Just make sure that if they are running their mouth and supporting what you're condemning what you're doing, Biafra is not part of it. That we are not part of it. Let them do whatever. We have our own pressing problem. We cannot be a Bakenpo. We want to die, drink Panadol for another man's headache when we have more headache in our own land. That is the truth. So deal with it. It's your problem. Even the so-called Pope, I call him so-called because these people are all dishonest people. I saw a street journalist asked the Pope a question. I mean, the Secretary of State of the Vatican. His name is Arinze. It happens to be an Igbo man too. They asked him a question. Say, why is the Pope not talking about what is happening in our country? In your own country, because that's where you come from. And he said, do you think the Pope has time to mingle in the internal affairs of other nations? Today, Pope is the one that is saying mass for Ukraine. He's the one that is praying for them. Is Ukraine part of Rome? Is Russia part of Rome? No. We are idiots that are supposed to die like animals, and then they are fighting and killing themselves, and you want us to get up there and condemn what Putin is doing. No, Putin, go ahead. I'm telling you, extend your force to Great Britain, to that country called England. Drop something there once, so that these people will just disappear from the presence of the earth. They are the problems in the world today. I don't know where they come from. If somebody knows, please, where did these British people, where did they come from? What planet, what nation were there before they became what they are? Because probably Satan created these people directly and just brought them, just drop one of them and they start growing. Go to Abuja, this woman called Katrina Lynch or whatever. She's supposed to be an ambassador of her own country. She is not there. She's running around the Biafra land, trying to talk to villagers and communities, trying to sway them into what they think. But you know something? It's not going to work. You will only last for a few minutes. This thing that Putin is starting, thank God. I say thank God because it's going to happen. We will see it. Good, I think he doesn't sound like a man that is ready to give up tomorrow. So, Putin, please recognize Biafra, give us weapon, and we'll help you in their job. We will help you, consistently help you very, very much. Because what you are doing is not unusual. You cannot allow people to build nuclear weapons right in your backyard. This country where I'm a United States citizen, and I'm proud to say it, I'm very, very proud American. I love this country very much. But you know something? They will not allow it to happen here. You can't go to Mexico and want to build a nuclear in Mexico and you think America will keep quiet. No. When they spoke about Cold War in those days, what was it all about? Fidel Castro was here. He wasn't really, but at least even if he had plans to do whatever, America deterred him because they found out that, hey, if you don't talk about evil, it will come. It keeps striving. If you give him Satan comes to eat with you with a fork. But if you don't run away from if you allow him to shorten the fork, he's getting to you. So they did everything to make sure that Fidel Castro was never happy, was never given the chance to execute anything, because this is country and it is correct. You cannot allow the Satan to be your neighbor. No. Make life uncomfortable for the Satan so you will go somewhere. So they put whatever he's doing is not unusual. He is trying to protect the integrity of his own country, his own nation. Self-preservation is not anything wrong. It's been there for time.
Mr. President, Vladimir Putin may be a liar and a demagogue, but it is hypocritical for the United States to insist that we, as a nation, do not accept the principle of spheres of influence. For the last 200 years, our country has operated under the Monroe Doctrine, embracing the principle that as the dominant power in the Western Hemisphere, the United States has the right, according to the United States, to intervene against any country that might threaten our alleged interests. That's United States policy. And under this doctrine, the United States has undermined and overthrown at least a dozen countries throughout Latin America, Central America, and the Caribbean. As many might recall, in 1962, we came to the brink of nuclear war with the Soviet Union. Now, why was that? Why did we almost come to the brink of nuclear war with the Soviet Union? Well, we did that in response to the placement of Soviet missiles in Cuba 90 miles from our shore. And the Kennedy administration saw that as an unacceptable threat to national security. We said it is unacceptable for a hostile country to have a significant military presence 90 miles away from our shore. And let us be clear, the Monroe Doctrine is not ancient history. As recently as 2018, Donald Trump's Secretary of State, Rex Tillerson, called the Monroe Doctrine, quote, as relevant today as it was the day it was written, end quote. In 2019, former Trump National Security Advisor John Bolton declared, quote, the Monroe Doctrine is alive and well, end quote. To put it simply, even if Russia was not ruled by a corrupt, oligarchic, authoritarian leader like Vladimir Putin, Russia, like the United States, would still have an interest in the security policies of its neighbors. And I want people to think about this. Does anyone really believe that the United States would not have something to say if, for example, Mexico or Cuba or any country in Central or Latin America were to form a military alliance with the U.S. adversary? Do you think that members of Congress would stand up and say, well, you know, Mexico is an independent country. They have the right to do anything they want? I doubt that very much.
Of course I do too.
Mr. President, countries should be free to make their own foreign policy choices. But making those choices wisely requires a serious consideration of the costs and benefits. The fact is that the U.S. and Ukraine entering into a deeper security relationship is likely to have some very serious costs for both countries.
All right, you know, that's the way I put it. A Bible man would say, do you know what it means? That the only king supposed to fat, you know, in your ahoro. Also, this is what Putin is doing, is exactly what my country, United States of America, would have done. It can never quote it from here to thy kingdom come. Like I said before, Putin, you are owing me something. What you're owing me is recognize Biafra. This problem will end. Just mention or say, this is what they are doing to these people is wrong. I'm according them recognition as independent nation. Voila. So, they can talk all they want. They can all people that are criticizing don't even, like I said, they have no idea what is going on. They're just talking. You know, they criticizing because they think that they can talk. You know, they think that they can, because KK is criticizing, therefore Kafo has to do the same thing. No, we know the truth. The truth will always be there, that whatever he does, whatever Putin does, people should think. I'm not saying that he did very well by going to Ukraine. No. But you see, circumstances, you don't just look for the cause. Don't go after the disease itself. Look for the cause of the disease. If something is happening and something is out there that is causing it, and you go there trying to treat the symptoms without going to the cause, you're wasting your time. It will continue. You know, when water is polluted, what do? You don't just go to the area that is not polluted and then try to think. No, go to the source of the water and find out why the pollution is there. Clean it up and everything will flow easily. So Putin is doing what he knows how to do. Condemning him is not the best. Rising up and saying what he's doing is correct is not the best either. But the truth is that before we condemn him, pinch yourself. Ask yourself, what could I have done under this circumstance? There are people that are talking, and when they talk, we listen because they make a lot of sense, honestly.
Hey friends, what's going on in Facebook? How are you doing this morning?
Let's listen to this guy.
Good.
Telling about the same thing.
Listen, I just wanted to get on here and chat with you for a few minutes because as I'm scrolling through Facebook, even this morning, all I'm seeing is pray for Ukraine, pray for Ukraine, pray against Russia, pray against Russia, pray for Ukraine. And all we're seeing in the media is Russian invasion. Putin has now, is making moves against the Ukraine. Putin this, Putin that, Putin this, Putin that. And haven't we been here before?
We have.
What I want to say to you, the people that are watching, is that there's a bigger picture than Russia invading Ukraine, which, by the way, the people on the ground floor of the Ukraine, not what the media is showing, but the people that are on TikTok that live in the Ukraine that actually can either speak English or it's being translated, are saying a different picture. They're telling a different picture than what the media is portraying. So the media is portraying Russian troops flying overhead in the Ukraine, bombing stuff in the Ukraine. They are not. In fact, the Associated Press got caught this morning using photos from when Palestine was attacking Israel and blowing up Israel. The photograph of the explosion that all of the media is carrying and has yet to take down is not from the Ukraine. So, why are we trying to push a war with Ukraine against Russia and then we trying to be an ally against the big bear of Russia? It's very, very simple. And I'm going to explain it to you simply before I run into the store, get my protein shake, and go to the gym. Russia stands against the progression of the New World Order. Russia is the only country that does not have a centralized bank that is run by the Rothschild Luciferian family. Russia does not play with the Freemason society. The president of Russia, President Putin, is not a Freemason. The globalist cabal that is run by Charles Schwab, the Rothschild family, the Rockefeller family, the Chase family, the Russell family, cannot be controlled, and therefore we are always at war with the big bear Russia. Think about it. Russia is the only place they could not put a centralized bank because every single leader in Russia was at war with the Rothschild families. The Rothschilds own all of the centralized banks, and every single country, think about this, that has refused the Rothschild putting in one of their banks, meaning they control the currency of that country, we've gone to war with. Why is it that Trump didn't have a problem with Putin? Was it because he was a Putin puppet? Or was it because Trump, like Putin, did not want to stand with the New World Order? Now, the moment they stole the election in 2020, and if you don't believe it was stolen, you live under a damned rock. Okay? So the moment they stole the election in 2020, the New World Order immediately swept in and put Biden in office. What has Biden done in office but destabilize our economy? Inflation is at an all-time high. He withdrew the troops from Afghanistan, leaving billions of dollars of our equipment that our tax dollars paid for. Okay? And now they are selling off our armament at the highest bidder, including weapons of mass destruction. Now, Think about this. Why would Trump, 4 years in office, keep us from all wars? We weren't in a war. He didn't lead us to war. The president before him, Obama, we were in war. The president before Obama, Bush, we were in war. The president before him and before him and before him, all the way back to Carter. War. The United States is being used and has been used since its inception for a war machine for the profiteers of Europe. The people like Charles Schwab, who are sitting at the very top of the economic forum talking about a united globe, a one world currency, a microchip to which will be implanted in the back of the hand and in the forehead of all citizens of the globe in the New World Order. We are dealing with Luciferian New World Orderists, and the only president now that is standing against it is President Putin. Why is it that when Trump was in office and he met with President Putin, shortly following their meeting, President Putin takes the stand in Russia, and it translates, and I speak, that he stated that the West was run by demonic Luciferian cabal members. He literally stated that the West was run by demonic, I'm saying it again, Luciferian cabal members. The people that run the Federal Reserve, the people that sit at the top of the Bilderberg Group, the people that are at the very top of the CIA cult that runs all kinds of programming that are demonic in nature. Just look up MK Ultra. Just look up Jonestown Massacre. Just look up all of what's programmed coming through Hollywood. Watch the documentary Out of the Shadows on BitChute. You will understand that we are not fighting Russia. We are not fighting President Xi of China. We are fighting against the New World Order progression, the rise of the Antichrist, the One World Order, the One World Banking System, the One World Religion. And President Putin is standing against it. Isn't it funny that they call us conspiracy theories when the conspiracies and the conspirators are doing things in broad daylight? And then the moment any one of us wants to speak out about it, we're conspiracy theorists. No, baby, we are conspiracy realists. Because the difference between a conspiracy theory and the actual reality of the fruition of that conspiracy is 6 months, is what they say. So give it time. Everything's that the loud mouthpiece Alex Jones that got censored from all of the social media platforms has talked about has come to pass. Everything he has screamed from the mountaintops about the New World Order coming, the rise of the inflation. He even predicted years ago that they would put in another puppet in office, that Trump would not win a second term, even though Alex Jones was for Trump and marched against the election fraud. I was with him here in Atlanta. I met Alex Jones. I met him in Washington, D.C. on January 6th when the supposed insurrection happened. There was no damned insurrection. That was nothing but a fraud so that the Congress and the Senate would get off free and clear with appointing their puppet in office.
Radio station with more. You're listening to the radio station. You're listening to this is Radio Biafra.
We are not like other people, because as I once reminded you before we came, there was nobody like us. Now that we are here, they pretend, they copy, they emulate, they fabricate falsehood, but they can never be like us. Long after we are gone, they will wish we lived forever. IPOB is very special, exceptionally special, the largest mass movement in the whole world bar none. And we did it because Chukwuokike Abiama is with us. We did it because Chukwuokike Abiama created IPOB himself. And we are here to pilot its affairs. We will not prevaricate. We will not stop. We will not slumber until Biafra is fully restored to its former glory. Anybody in doubt as to our resilience and our determination to restore Biafra is not only mistaken, not only misguided, but needs to see a psychiatrist, because we are not stopping. I am Nnamdi Kanu, and I don't stop until I get what I want.
The MP, Harriet Harman, Has she not been here to discuss anything? No, she hasn't. She hasn't said a word. Her own constituents have written to her. She doesn't say anything. So what is going on? What is going on? Why has nobody from the Foreign and Commonwealth Office mentioned Mazi Kanu? How can you have a British citizen travelling on a British passport kidnapped in Kenya on June the 19th? He was tortured for 8 days before being extraordinary rendition back to Nigeria. Why was he extraordinary rendition back to Nigeria when he's a British citizen? Has nobody behind these windows asked that question? How can you all remain silent? How can you all pretend that you can't see anything going on? It's all over social media. Catriona Lang, the High Commissioner for the UK in Abuja, has done nothing. She gets tagged in every single tweet that tweets about Mazi Kanu and extraordinary rendition. She doesn't reply to anybody. You ask a question, she blocks you. Is that really someone in her position? Is that really something she could be doing? She's done nothing at all. She's a representative of the UK in Nigeria. She represents British citizens in Nigeria. Why has she not represented Mazi Kanu? Why is the total silence? You've got another protest next to us here, a lady called Nazanin. Nobody's helping her either. She's a British citizen. What is going on in this country? The 67 to 70 Biafran war, it wasn't a war. It was a genocide. And the UK was complicit in genocide. The UK is complicit in genocide now, today. It's happening again. Yet why do we not hear about it? You go 20 yards away, the BBC cameras are there, the ITV cameras are there. Why does the BBC and ITV not cover Biafra? If what was going on in Nigeria was happening in any other Commonwealth country, it'd be all over our news. So why is it not reported? It's not reported because the British government are still looting all the resources in Nigeria. Biafra on its own would be a world leader in any way you can think of, one of the richest countries on earth. But the UK can't let that happen. Because if the UK lets that happen, it has to start paying for the resources, of which all the oil that it gets now is given free. How can you put oil above thousands and thousands of people's lives, slaughtered on a daily basis? Catriona Lang, who works for this office, is fully aware of it. What's her response? Her response is to go on Twitter and start dancing with the Fulani terrorists who are committing these atrocities. How is that right? Ask yourself a question. How can we stay silent when this is happening? You can turn a blind eye. You can remain silent. You can do nothing at all. But don't ever turn around and say you didn't know what was going on, because you know exactly what's going on and you're doing nothing about it. It is absolutely shameful. Boris Johnson, what's he doing? He's doing nothing. Buhari is dead. Buhari died in London in February 2017.
That's right.
He died in London in 2017. So why do you still put this charade out that Buhari's coming to London? Buhari's coming for medical treatment. The man died in 2017.
Yes.
And when that comes out, seriously, the UK will look the biggest fools on earth. The death certificate's there. It's all written.
That's right.
There's proof he died in London. He's buried in Saudi Arabia. And yet you keep that quiet as well. How can you keep quiet that a president of a country died 4 years ago and you're still portraying him coming here for hospital treatment? Is that not a farce?
Cover up.
It's a total cover-up. A total corrupt cover-up by a totally corrupt government.
All right, this is part of the thing that I was ringing about this morning. When I called Olusegun Obasanjo, listen to what the British man is saying. People are aware of this. And now you're talking about election practices, that's going to end the zoo. No, so many things. So many things are happening. Coming to Ukraine and Russia. You heard what somebody said. The guy, I don't even know his name, but somebody sent me the clip. And I felt that is something I need to talk about. The conspiracy theory against us should be what should concern us more. Africans are raising their head, supporting Russia against Ukraine or supporting Ukraine against Russia. That's not important. That's rubbish. That's bullshit. They're killing us here. They're massacring us and nobody is talking. Nobody is saying anything. Nobody is trying to pretend as if we even exist. We are here to get our nation back. And no matter what they do, they can try, they can struggle, The British people are the problem that we have. But Chukwu Okike Abiama, our God, the creator of the universe, our Father that we revere very much, will be here, is here, and reverends are praying, our pastors are praying and fasting and hoping that God will one day come to our rescue. And it's coming actually, because most of the people that are talking today were not the people that ever spoke before. They all kept quiet before, but today the likes of Adam Baka is talking.
When I was asking and pleading that they should release Nnamdi Kanu, it appeared as if to say that once Nnamdi was arrested, banditry will end, crisis will end, killing will end. Instead, after he had been arrested, it worsened.
Yes.
Situations are worsening every day. Which now proves that holding Nnamdi Kanu has not provided any solution. So I am pleading with this uplifted hand that God will do miracles for us and grant us a Savior who can do the miracle of bringing him out from that prison, that DSS custody, not prison, DSS custody. Holding him there is worsening things in this country. Let the leaders not say the Igbos are suffering. Igbos are part of this country. Our situation should affect the whole nation. Otherwise, why one Nigeria? If you are negligent over our suffering and think that Igbos are alone, they are on their own, then why do we still belong to Nigeria? If anything that can make the Igbos every Monday nobody goes to school, not even the government could come out. Something beyond the government control, and the federal government is silent. Is it not wickedness? And the poor masses are suffering. Our youth who have no jobs, their problems are increasing. I don't want to talk about the keke issue in Enugu until I hear the story very well. Because when there is no job, people should not perpetuate more joblessness. No. There are things we cannot accommodate on this land. So anybody who makes a law that should not be made should be ready to face the consequences.
Yes. Keep on talking. Let's preach it. Let's preach it. Let's preach it so that they will listen, whether they like it or not. So this morning, before I open up the line, I want you to really understand that if you have been listening to this program this morning, you will know that we are not so concerned about what is happening in Ukraine and Russia. We don't want to take part sides in it because everybody has a reason for what he's doing. Putin has a reason for what he is doing. He just didn't act in isolation. America could have done the same thing if somebody wants to build up a nuclear site next door. They will not keep quiet. So calling him names or saying doing that, you know, on some I keep going back to my proverb that the king is the only person that's supposed to fart. You know, even the honor he did the thing, but he's a baby. Our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, is still incarcerated. Nobody's talking about it. He's been in there illegally. He was abducted. The same British people, the ones that organized it. The satanic Britain. World order. I've heard this before, I've read it before. It was only Trump. And when he was here, said, this thing that you people are doing about the world order and things, it's not going to work for me. Everybody said, crucify him. What did he do? They took him out of office. There are friends in America that I want them to be listening because the whole thing, it will get worse. You know, the person you cannot deal with in this world is a mad person. When you look at somebody who is mad, he's unpredictable, he can do just about anything. If you have any plan to attack this nation called the United States of America, and with people like Trump there, you won't even dare. Because he can do anything. He can just get up in the morning, come there, clean you out, come back and clean his mouth like nothing happened. He never did that. The last speaker, the person that he sent me, he gave an example. 4 years, there was no war. Nobody threatened this country in any shape or form. But his predecessors, people that were before him, going back to about the fifth of them, they all war. He knows what he's doing. I am telling you, Putin, keep doing what you're doing. Just do us a favor. Recognize Biafra. For me, once you do it, it's over. It's while it's ended. Just call the name, say Biafra is a nation of its own. They are free to do their... Britain will leave you alone because now you have attacked their bread and butter. Because that's where they go in the zoo to kill the people and steal from them. Their resources. Once you give that order that Biafra, they will, believe me, they will bow down. Because half all them, they know they are worth nothing, they have nothing. All they do is reap. They have been doing this for hundreds of years and they are not tired. Somebody has to stop them. I pray, solemnly pray, that Putin continues what he's doing and then sends just one message to them. You don't really have to bomb them. I've given you the clue. Recognize Biafra. Then we'll become part of you. We'll support you. We want you to come into Biafra and defend. Give us arms to defend our land. Because then Britain will just go and rest. Because these people conspired. When people are saying conspiracy, Biafra, America, no, the British planned the abduction of our leader. We know that. Trying to call people locally, people that have not even eaten like me, they go and I go see. You think they can do anything? No, it's the British. They went to Kenya because they looked at the African countries. Okay, let's use Kenya. These people are hungry. We can use them and do what we have, commit the sacrilege. They went there, they abducted a British citizen and took him to Nigeria. But same Britain, when they tried to take Omar Ojiko to Nigeria, it created a great problem. Just watch, as soon as our leader was abducted, the Kenyans were invited to London. They called the special aid to them and things like that. There was a meeting. That was just a reward. That was paying back for job well done. You think we don't know? If you had watched channel television, when that woman, Katrina Range or Lange or Wrench or whatever was invited, it was either a Rise TV or channels. It was invited. And the moderator said something about Nnamdi Kanu. The woman, if it was possible for her to have jumped out of her seat, she could have done it. She wasn't expecting that question. That she even made it very clear. I didn't come here to talk about Nnamdi Kanu. What did you come to talk about? Your own citizen from your own country. That's not why you are here, because your plan is abduction. So Putin, please know that we are here in Africa. We are the people of the southeast of Nigeria, where we are Biafrans. We are not against what you're doing. We are not, because the problem you are having there, Britain, Great Britain, the so-called fourth world order or whatever they are doing, they are the ones that are creating problems for us. And there is no way we are going to be able to support anything that they support, because they never go to where there is nothing for them. All they do is go to where they can reap, they can grab something. So there is no way in the world that anything that they support, that we Biafrans will support. No. They are our problem. They are our problem, and we are not going to let go. We are going to keep struggling and doing what we have to do. This is Radio Biafra. The lines are open for you. Please call us 646-920-4541, 845-344-7984, 929-406-9953. Call us. Radio Biafra USA. Good morning. Welcome to the program. Please turn down.
Good afternoon, my brother.
Welcome to the program.
My name is Mr. Simon Wonsof. I'm calling from Biafra land.
Simon, you're the first caller today.
I'm saying today to you people, you are a lecturer, a big lecturer in the University of Radio Biafra.
Thank you.
I love your lecture. Magadi will sit down or that
yes.
I have another person will still talk. So I'm extending my greetings to our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I'm saying kudos to him. I'm wishing him long life. And I still predict that all of us we are going to rejoice in Biafra land.
Yes.
When the time reach, we are going to rejoice. That is sure. Putin is trying. I'm putting him, and when I want to pray, I always put him in my prayer. May God give him more wisdom.
Yes.
Give our leader more wisdom. And you more wisdom. Because when everything at the right time, tomorrow maybe another one will happen.
Yes.
Next tomorrow we are moving ahead. Forward ever, backward never.
Yes.
And I am because of coronavirus I am because
yes.
However, all the propagandas, all our enemies, they are going to be tired. Some of them will die premature death.
Yes.
Some will go things will end up with things with shame, according to our leader. So I'm wishing you good luck. Mazi always say them.
All
our radio representatives, may keep you alive. And the sons and daughters who will rejoice all together in Biafra when the time reach.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. This is Radio Biafra. We're still taking calls at 646-920-4541, 845-344-7984, 929-406-9953. Stay tuned. Don't go away. We're still here. All right, caller, good morning. Caller on straight line. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Good morning from here.
Yeah, good morning, Dr. Piers. This is Ben O'Connor calling from Massachusetts.
Welcome to the program.
You know, based on your analysis, and in fact, the one that really struck me was the one that the young man who was talking about the territorial agenda.
Yes.
If you look at the Democrats and compare them with the Republicans, you might think that Democrats are fighting for the good of mankind, but actually they are not.
Yeah.
You find out that most of the wars were created by Democrats, and all the invasions and look at what they did with Libya.
Yes.
It was done by Obama and Mrs. Clinton. Look at who gave support to Buhari to come to office. Even when the first time Buhari came to the United States, he said, America made me the president. He made that public statement.
Yeah.
And look at what we're doing today. Have you seen those people that put in there, the Democrats? Biden was the vice president. Obama was the president. Did you say they will make any statement with regards to what is going on today in Nigeria? They will not. Obama is a black man. He's still alive. Did you see him make any statement with regards to the person that will have put in office that is now wasting people, wasting human lives in Nigeria, committing atrocities? You see him there. You know? And look at, I was reading an analysis by one guy about how Trump was able to contain Putin. That throughout his 4 years in office, Putin never did anything to Ukraine.
Yeah.
We lived in peace with him because he knew how to handle it. But look at what he did in the Middle East. The strong one of Iran, he killed him right here. He used the missile to wipe him out as he was traveling to the airport. You know, he used America's might in a different way, targeting criminals and terrorists. He made sure he destroyed the ISIS. He did it. Trump did it. But look at Biden. I trust he carrying there. Look at inflation. Look at the state of affairs. Look at what Russia is doing. You see, there are all these ideas towards what? To make money for the very few. When America fights war, it is the Tyrann, the manufacturers of all these weapons. The same thing they did with Iraq. When they fight war, all these missiles that are being shot everywhere, one of them, it costs about $1.something million to give you one missile. All these tactical weapons that are made with sophisticated computers. You know, they are smart guns. Cost a lot of money. And who's going to benefit? The war industrial complex. The same thing was what is going on, all the wars going on in Africa. Who supplies them the arms with which they are killing themselves? It's the war industrial complex. Manufacturers of arms. And we are killing ourselves with it. That's why they don't want peace anywhere in Africa. What's happening in Nigeria? They know what's going on. They want full-scale war to challenge. And then you fight war for the next 20 years.
Yes.
And who's making the money? The supplier with these weapons that you're killing yourself with. And at the end, you weaken yourself and they come in and then take over your resources and you're back to square one. You know? So, you know, the analysis this morning is very, very rewarding, and I hope that people are listening. That's why the first caller, he made a very big praise to the commentary this morning. Only that people don't listen to Radio Biafra, my brother. Because every day, ideas are being thrown out here. Valuable ideas, educated ideas that people can use to, you know, enlighten themselves and understand the way the world operates.
Yes.
And that's why we have all these circulars everywhere. You see them make arguments. You know right from the beginning that these guys are not informed. They are not well informed about the world politics and what's going on. Thank you so much, Dr. Peter. So that other people can contribute their effort. God bless you, my God.
God bless you. God bless you very much. Thank you so much. This is Radio Biafra USA too. We're always here telling the truth, trying to educate those who are willing to listen. It's just if you want to listen, you listen. You don't want to listen, wind up in your ignorance. You cannot force you out of it. Ignorance is something that is very sweet. Daydreaming, you know, when you're daydreaming and you're there, you're fooling yourself, deceiving yourself, lying to yourself. You just echo what other people are saying, not because you know the facts. You don't have facts. America can, you know, say Putin is doing this and that, but he's doing it in his region. The same thing that we will do if they come to Mexico, if they come to any South American country to set up anything that they think will help them. No, we will go to cry against it. America will not make sure that it doesn't ever happen. I have a call. Let me take this one. Straight line caller. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Thank you, my brother. This is Mazi IYKE.
Welcome.
Mazi IYKE calling from Biafra land. Thank you, sir.
Welcome to the.
Yeah, I like what you said this morning about Obasanjo. You know, yes. Obasanjo at his age, he said 85. He cannot speak out, telling the world what is happening in Nigeria, especially the death of Buhari. You know how he will, if he dies, because his age is matured enough now. If he dies, what is he going to tell God? That he saw Nigeria collapse and he couldn't speak out. If he could have just speak out, Nigeria will change. If he didn't do it, my word, during that his 86th birthday, all other social, political and cultural group never visited Obasanjo. It was only Ohanes and Igbo. Because if you read that story down, go down, that story you were telling, the one I saw, Ohanes and Igbo, led by their secretary, went to give him a birthday cake at his Ota library. Mm-hmm. Now, Obasanjo was very appreciative. He said, upon all the social cultural group in Nigeria, it was only Ohanes and Igbo that has come to congratulate him on his 86th birthday.
But don't you think that they were already campaigning for 2023? They want him to be.
That is, I'm coming. He said that he will be willing to be an honorary member of Ohanes and Igbo. And then these people immediately accepted it there and there, and even said they will fix a date where they will make him an honorary member of Ohanes and Igbo at Enugu. That a date will soon be fixed. So my question is this: what will an Igbo man do for the West to make you an honorary member of Afanifere or OPC? What will an Igbo man do in this country to make the Northerners make him an honorary member of Arewa or any other social cultural group in the North? It's only Ohanes and Igbo that want to induct Obasanjo, a Yoruba man, in our core Igbo social cultural group. Ohanes and Igbo, they have promised to induct him at Enugu. And you see how our people are selling us away. And what has Obasanjo done for the Igbo people to be inducted as an honorary member of Ohanes and Igbo? That's the question I want to ask. Then secondly, I want to continue to support what you are saying. I beg President Putin to recognize us, because we have not seen that he's doing the right thing. Let President Putin recognize Biafra so that we can, from here, pursue the British people away. They pursue them away from Biafra. It means to pursue them away from the whole of Africa. Yes. Because it's only in Biafra land that they have very strong foothold because of our oil. If Putin can recognize us, the game is over. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you very much. All right. Thank you so much. You know, we are here. There's nothing they can do. They can struggle. They can struggle and do whatever they want to do. We know the truth when it comes. Ohaneze Ndi Igbo. They are so-called Ohaneze Ndi Igbo. I don't know how many factions that they are now. Which faction, which group that made him an honorary member. They are bribing their way through because all their mind is Igbo man president of 2023. It's not going to work. You are fooling yourself because your being the president has nothing to do with what we are saying. What we want is our freedom. The slavery is too much. We want to be free as a nation, as a people. And that's exactly that's the way it's going to be. Forget whatever you say. I have a call on straight line. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Good afternoon to you, Mazi, Dr. IYKE. Good afternoon, sir.
Welcome to the program.
Greetings to you, my beloved brothers and sisters, Biafrans all over the world. Our God. And it will continue to keep us moving forward because we are demanding our rights. My name is Hugo. I am calling from my location. Mazi, thank you so much. I want to say this. You must continue to call a spade a spade. The truth can never stop when it comes to saying it. We all must continue to say the truth. They say, they in the zoo, the so-called criminal Abakare is a criminal. Came to court today. But I want to ask a question. What is the reason why Abakare was arraigned in the court today? Evil Malami and the evil DSS people. You are following the procedure, the right process. You want to make sure that you follow the procedure. But when it comes to innocent citizens that is demanding for their rights, you violate the words. I am saying this for the whole world to know that Malami claimed to be the Attorney General of the Sioux. Who knows what it takes for one to be extradited or resist from another country to another country, but they go violating the world court's law, the world order. They violate it when it comes to the Mazi and Kanu. They went and commit extraordinary rendition to make sure that they bring the man that is innocent for saying the truth, so that they will put an end to the truth. But when it comes to somebody that commits, they knew that this person commits this. See how they are running up and down. They are going to court one way or the other. If you ask them, they say they want to follow the procedure. It's an injustice. And I'm saying the zoo called Nigeria can never experience peace when it comes to what they are doing to the innocent citizens of Biafra. These people are holding our people. They are holding our brothers and sisters, innocent brothers and sisters from different provinces of our land, just because they say, I want to be free. These people are holding our little Mazi and the Kanu just because he said, stop killing my people. You are killing my people. This is the reason why the plan with the evil vultures in our land who claim to be the leader in our land to hold him. I am saying the truth will continue to shine like light. Biafrans all over the world and friends of Biafrans, we must never relent. We must continue to follow this, continue to support the truth because truth is life.
Thank you.
When it comes to what is happening in the whole round world today, because as long as the world is silent when it comes to the intimidation, the killings of innocent people of Biafra for so many decades of years. Let me say this and don't tell me, don't say it. The world will not experience peace. Because when you see evil, you call it by its name. There is a high level of injustice to us by these evildoers. It's too much. Our leader, Mazi did not do anything for him to face what he's facing today. The intimidation of the killings of Biafra, the people of the world are saying it and they are not saying anything.
Yes.
And we are saying the must do something. As we continue to call upon people to He is our God. who will make sure that his children will not go unshared. That at the end of everything, we must glorify him. Victory will be ours. Mazi, thank you so much.
Thank you. All right. Thank you so much. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. We're still taking calls at 646-920-4541. 845-344-7984. 929-406-9953. Please call us. The lines are still open for you very much. All right, I have a call coming in on Principal Officer's line. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Caller on Principal Officer's line, are you there?
God bless you.
Welcome to the program.
My name is Chisom Ejikeme. Sir, just to add voice with what our brother Ugo just said now. Yes, we know in every original thing there must be imitation. The extraordinary redemption they did to our leader, and now a criminal now they are asking order to go normal procedure to extradite the criminal, a drug addict, a drug pusher, to follow the normal procedure. A criminal that's supposed to be in jail for a very long time in USA. They are looking for procedure how to extradite him back to USA. But a man that is fighting for the freedom of his own people, which is his right, 100% right, self-determination is the right of the people. Is the right of the people. You extradite him, bring him, kidnap. Today, you have never sit and talk about him. And the world are quiet. The world has kept silent. But a criminal like Omar Odiku, UK said no. They sanctioned Nigeria up to 2 years plus and jail people years in prison because of attempts to kidnap Omar Odiku. And this is a UK citizen, and they allow him in jail, allow him in DSS with all the whole torture upon him, and the world are keeping silent. A leader of over 100 million people in the world, and the world are keeping silent. I believe this time that the world is against us, and we will have to do something to free ourselves from this shackle of slavery. We must defend ourselves in all cause. I will tell our mother parading herself all over Biafra land. Please, our moms and our wife and our auntie, please, you people should do something so fast for that woman to stop parading, junketing in everywhere in Biafra land. She's laying a bad seed. That seed she's laying in our land is a bad seed. We have to cut her tail. If not so, what she want to do, God will not allow her to succeed. Mazi IYKE Peters, God bless you. More grace to your elbow. May God strengthen our leader. Strengthen all our presenter, all the new presenter. God bless you, sir.
Thank you very much. All right.
Freedom we have.
Thank you. All right. Thank you very much. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. I have a call coming in on WhatsApp. Let me take this one. Call on WhatsApp. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Yes, hi Peter, can you hear me? Good afternoon, sir.
Good morning. Welcome to the program.
Yes, thank you, my dear brother. Thank you for having me, Mazi Peters, and thank you for coming again on air today to educate us, Mazi. We appreciate it so much. Thank you, Mazi. I just want to call because again today your program, Mazi, you always touch many things, Mazi. If anybody is missing your program or don't listen to Radio Biafra, Mazi, I tell you they are missing a lot. Here is educative. Here you will learn a lot. Here you will enlighten yourself. Come to Radio Biafra and be educated. Mazi, you see, you talk many things. But before I start, let me just thank our brother Mbaka, Father Mbaka, for standing strong and saying the truth. But I want to correct him somehow. My dear brother, Father Mbaka, please don't use arrest to our leader. You use rendition, extraordinary rendition. Arrest is different from rendition. The rendition, our leader from Kenya to Nigeria is not arrested. It's rendition, please. Mazi, you talk also about this man, Obasanjo, by not coming out to say the way it is, beating inside bush, using a proverb to talk. Mazi, have to say like that because it's defending what he have achieved. I will tell you, I think in 2019, this man stood up to attack this so-called Buhari. I don't know what he said Buhari did. What happened? They carry one of his file. They bring one of his file out. They said, Obasanjo, you told us that you took $15 billion, say you want to fix electricity in Nigeria. Up to today, where is the light? Obasanjo lay low. Obasanjo he just go to inside bush and lie down. He don't say anything again because only one of his file they brought out just says about electricity. $15 billion. He say he want to fix the light. They ask him, where is the light? He never hear about Obasanjo say anything again. Mas, that's the way they rule. Obasanjo can never come out to say the way it is because he's afraid. He's protecting what he have stolen. He have protecting them so that they will not take it away from them. Mas, and another thing you mentioned, you say you read newspaper and you say you see where they says Africa should stood up against Putin for what you have been doing. Mas, this will tell you that what we are saying, what we are tweeting to Putin is listening. I think Putin now is going to revise to Africa. Mas, I'm telling you this, Biafra is coming. Do you hear what our leader said? Our leader said Biafra is the last miracle. And he says, Biafra will come the way it will come. He can't believe the way it will come. And he says that, he said, God will destroy Britain. But the way God will do it, he don't know it. These things that our leader said is coming to fulfill. Nothing our leader said that never happened. So far, this thing is going this way, Mazi. We are tweeting, and I believe now that this man is hacking to our tweeting. And I believe that everybody should stand strong now. Let the flame burning now. This is the time. We have to do our way so that we get out from this evil conjure called Nigeria. Mazi, thank you for having me, and God bless you. Continue your good work. Thank you, sir, and God bless you, sir.
Sorry, my lines. Microphone was closed and I'm still talking. I'm hearing some noises around here, so I have to shut down my microphone each time I talk. All right, like I said before, we are here. Our leader is the prophet of our time. We know there's nothing that he said that has not happened. If we bring out whatever he said in 2014 and you air it right here, people will think he's out talking already. But no, this is something that he said before. His facts are so clear and so straightforward that it's very hard for you to differentiate when he said it and when he didn't say it, because the truth is so clearing. It's not something that mimics. Let me go and read you something that I just received. It says the Federal University of Katsina. Katsina is a Buhari state where the late Buhari comes from. Bans Sunday worship. It's almost Sunday worship in the Federal University there. Before I read that, let me take a call that is coming in on the Principal Officer's line. Caller on Principal Officer's line. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Good morning from here. Good morning. Welcome to the program. Welcome to the program.
All right. Omo Biafra no na mbo pesi.
and then on a polo. And my Arion or Yasu maker. He had name going over like this. He can't name Obodo. Obodo, the Shiocha. Going over like this, he can take us 980, only 281. All the back I gave you one why I weigh your matter. You cannot work him out. Ono jisike umona. Anyo abunde no eba. I answer the dry okunisi. I my high nagape. No boda. Ana meke lono. Ono abunde na bambo nila. Jise nike. Kineke gosi uno. Gana gosi uno. Ihonu gejine me aga akona reno. Ihonu gejine me aga akona reno. And you when he for some toribu. Ndi otu anwoke ma no na obodo Russia na agbike ona akpa. Mana okwu ibe ya ka o na-eji mana ekwu ihe niile ọ na-ekwu anyị ga-amụta anyị ga-esi na-ewepụta okwu anyị ga na-ekwu maazị ọnụ na-agbalị ọnụ na-agbalị ise n'ike ndewo.
Thank you very much. All right, this is Radio Biafra. We're still taking calls at 646-920-4541, 845-344-7984-929-406-9953. All right, I was talking about the University, Federal University of Katsina. They said they banned Sunday worship. The University of Datsun, MA, Katsina State, has banned Sunday church services for Christian churches and fellowships. In a release signed by the Director of Security Services, CSP Abdul Salisu, Sundays will be regarded as General Day, while church services will be held on Tuesdays and Thursdays between 6 p.m. and 8 p.m. Churches are asked to adhere strictly to the new days of church service. Hey, we're getting there. The whole thing was said before. It's been as an old story. They are implementing it one by one, steadily, one day at a time. I have a call coming in. Let me take this one. Call on principal officer's line. On private line. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Good morning from here.
All hail Biafra.
All hail Biafra.
All hail Biafra. All hail Biafra. Mazi IYKE Peter, good morning. My name is Mazi IYKE. I'm coming from France. I'm a native of Abreva.
Welcome to
this morning. I'd like to the video you play, the one that is the car, that review many things. Last time I suggested to Mazi IYKE that the man, Jonathan, that he review many things going on in this world concerning the war. And the interest how to cover some of the certain things, and the people are shouting. I think this is the time for us to cover our own interest, to send a delegate to Mr. Putin, then to allow him to declare about Biafra, and also we tell him if it's possible after the independence to come and build the nuclear warhead in our land. It's better for us, and then we can be free. Because playing all these politics, asking the Europeans, asking America, and even our brother Israel. And if you look at what happened today, this morning, concerning about my Twitter, I sent some of the information to tell our brother that the one that is called Nafena, about the video that people, the fake video they play about this issue about Russia and the Ukraine. And I tweeted to him, telling him, see what the media are saying about the faking people that is dead. Why the person is still alive, and another person were trying to tell the person to arrange because they are making a false report. When I tweeted him, do you know that Twitter asked me to remove the video, or they are going to ban me in that because of the video? And then I obeyed them because I still want to send information about our issue about Biafra. Then I removed the video. Before I remove it, I photo it and I save it as a record. But you know that our brother, even 2 seconds, and sending both the good and the bad one. And if you check the video that you sent this morning concerning the people that be in the economic world, financially and the other things, and you know that even our brothers in Israel, they are in that financial aspect. And if you check what the Revelation said, and the Revelation said that there are some fake Jews and the true Jews. And you go back to what our leader said. He said it is a war that is going on, the war between the children of light and the children of darkness. And if you check it very well and clarify it very well, you know that what is going on is about the satanic government to establish and the people who oppose the satanic government. All hail Biafra. Bye-bye.
All hail Biafra. Thank you very much. All right, this is Radio Biafra. We're still taking calls at 646-920-4541, 845-344-7984, 929-406-9953. I have a call coming in on Principal Officer's line. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Caller on Principal Officer's line. Are you there? Caller on Principal Officer's line. Your line is open. Welcome to the program.
I can hear you. Can you hear me, Sir Beda Peters?
Good morning. Welcome to the program. Good morning. Welcome to the program. Can you hear me? All right. Let's take another call on Principal Officer's. Caller on WhatsApp. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Caller on WhatsApp. Are you there?
Hello, good morning.
Welcome to the program.
Oh. Morning.
Caller on WhatsApp, are you there?
Hello? Hello?
Yes, good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Okay.
Oh boy. All right, you're not ready yet. Whenever you're ready, you call us back. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. I don't understand it. People that have been calling this station, they're still making the same mistake. They call me and I'm saying hello, 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 and they're not answering. I don't understand it. All right, let me take this other one. Caller, good morning on Principal Officer's line. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Good morning. Welcome to the program.
Mazi Peters, yes, Mazi Peters, my name is Okechukwu. I'm calling up Aba province, Biafra land, and I'm from Umowa, Olu province, Biafra land. That Peters Jishike. Onye obula Jishike, because as Abaka onye mama ya agba ofufu. Owodo na that Peters ga-ebibu Biafra. All local 1967, and he's doing it for us again. That Peters. Emere 1967 Awashi. Aye kwechirigele generation anya. Putin, Biafrans. Anybody that criticizes Putin, then I Peters I said it. You are criticizing yourself. After all, then I Peters. Our leader said in one of his clips, he asked one man, will you like to see Taliban passing through your door? And the man said no. And Nnamdi Kanu told him that they will not allow Taliban to cross his own window. And simple and short. And the whole Taliban in the whole world, they're here. They are killing us. And they are telling Putin not to defend his territory. Putin defend their territory. And then they Peters. You see Britain. All of us, we see how Britain is going to end. Britain, we the wait for you people on the 8th of April. We are there. We are peaceful people. Do we have God? We only have our ESN inside our bush. Come and kill us here and take our land. Then Peters, if they want to hate us, let them hate us. Then Peters, in 1967, you fought it. This time, this generation, you will live and see us get our Biafra. And are you not helping us?
You are using your own ideology to help us. Continue to teach us, and we are getting our sense because we are here to learn. Online for I will then I put us. Family of the name of them that ever the one with you about the naga. On that way, question like that. I'm when I took them that I'm not your son. I'm under oath. And this platform, we must defend it. Anything we're supposed to like, let them do. We must get our land back. Come on, where? All the putting money. Okay, Jagakoja. Tell us if you I want to hear the square camera seems all of the First Timothy chapter 4, from verse 1 to end. All these false teachers, our leader have told us to quote Abraham is our God, and to quote Aaron is our God. Don't wash it. Then Peters, I want to see that Kengu. Oh, yeah, China, when it was and it's for us. Watch out, see what's going to happen in Britain. Then, all the hell, Shile. Okay, she get Putin will discipline Britain. Then we see what Putin is going to do this time. Do not think that Putin is joking. Putin is not joking. And then Nnamdi is not joking too. Nara. Then I think there's to quite a seems to Koranga. 1 Corinthians chapter 13, from verse 1 to end. And the same 1 Corinthians chapter 14, from verse 1 to end. Then I think there's money no go onye obula were ndị na-elekọta ya anya then Peter so washi iwu money no na ala ngahi shiga amadi ndị na-elekọta ya ha si hu ma angela na ọwa arụshi ndị bo ga-akụbushi ndị mmadụ ka eze ụmụ jikere kwe nna alụ ụmụ ọwa nọkwa nga ọkwa na-ezozi na ka Peter so nna alụ ụmụ ọwa nọkwa nga ọkwa ka ihe asa n'anya maka ọdụkwa mba gasị weta 50 million gị tiwe maka ọwịdị obi ahụ ga-apụta ya ga-eme ezinụlọ kewai.
Thank you.
And get what more. Then I put us anywhere. Then you can add Acts chapter 11 from verse 1 to end, and the same Acts chapter 12 from verse 1 to end. Then I put us. We are the disciples of Nnamdi Kanu. They persecuted the disciples of Jesus Christ in that time, and they're killing us now. And then the people said, Nnamdi Kanu. If Obasanjo, you bomb us at 2 days. It is we don't forget that. Then I put us, don't tell us everything what they do. And this Abakiyani, you will follow the due process. But our leader, when they went to Kenya, kidnap him, and then I thought our leader, the Messiah of the world. Okay, then I put us up and then I don't go. They push everybody got Polo came back. On the weekend, what is the Biafra? Oh, we're going to need also. One thing that I pour. Oh, to banana. Oh, that's what it is. Yeah, but no, to quite a cab. Okay, but Biafra, no, to. I like you to go blast in the one I get to. Like, Gloria. Now for.
All right, thank you so much. I have another call. Let me take another one coming in on. Where is that? Okay, there's a call coming in on. Straight line. Caller, good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Caller on straight line. All right, that line just dropped off. I'm sorry. Didn't pick it on time. When people are talking, sometimes we have to be very patient. You know, somebody like Enuko, when he starts talking, he doesn't want to stop. He doesn't want to get off. All right, caller, good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Caller on straight line.
Yes, sir. Good morning.
Welcome to the program, man.
This is a baby calling. One very Peter, we are telling is we are in a different stage right now with our struggle.
Yes.
And we're almost going home. So Peter knows the time that everybody needs to be of the man if you fight the second. Like yesterday, I received over 12 calls inquiring if today was the court date. Meaning that all those people that called, we are getting their information elsewhere.
Yes.
And if I brought time, letter information somewhere else. The death name, some of the intels are letter. Most of it I need to a radio Biafra.
Yes.
So I don't know on the radio Biafra. You'll be able to know the answer again the question at email. Yes. And most of them are in the little information. We have 2-3 days, 4 days ahead.
Yes.
When you call a radio Biafra, or someone gets if I cover information on Facebook, then we miss the info. And then India, then our houses, or burning our houses, killing our husbands, children, and raping our women. So, in fact, this is what I'm trying to say. Our radio is not working. You should look, personally for me, Biafra is not my father's property.
Yes.
Biafra is my nation. So I try to put in several hours a day to contribute towards the restoration of my nation. So for the fact that you're waiting, a lot of us are waiting for radio, give them away you're living. But you can be able to buy that on a Facebook where you misinformation. Or when this gamble and find gamble there, they call it bet something.
Yeah.
So again we gamble or maybe you can bob your hair once a month or once in 2 months just to listen to this information.
Yep.
So when you download the IPAB community radio, only it doesn't take lots of data. It's actually cheaper than Facebook.
Yep.
So with that, you know what is going on. And for this fight, this is our fight. Nobody will fight this fight for us.
Yep.
Until we get up and have that dream of Ukrainians staying put to defend their land. Once we have that desire to stay put, to defend our land from all these people that are burning our houses, you see all these Fulani people who fly away. And lastly, the pain they have in Asura flew out to London and handed the Sibanjo position. This is the first time in so many years since he taken office. I think it's the second time. The first one he handed over and it didn't last. But this one they've handed over again. So I know that Biafra is here. Yeah. Thank you, everybody. And sorry, one more time. I know other people want to come in. In Fox News last night, Mark Levin was interviewing a British citizen. I really don't know what the man did or is doing for Britain. But he was in Fox News last night. His name is Richard Kemp. And Mark was interviewing him his opinion in Ukraine. And this guy opened up criticizing what Russia is doing in Ukraine. And I was like looking at his cold face as he's lying, like forgetting that they're doing the same thing to Biafrans even before 1914. Killing us, genocide from the first civil war, and now we are fighting a sort of a war that we are unable to defend ourselves. So this is about the interest of every one of us. We need to do whatever we have to do to bring our nation.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. All right, this is Radio Biafra USA 2. I will have to take a very short recess and I'll be back. Listen to this.
From 7th April 2022,
the selling and eating of nama, also known as cow meat,
is forbidden in Biafra land. Be warned.
All right, back again. Let's see. I have a call coming in on WhatsApp line. Caller, good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Yeah, Mazi, good afternoon, sir.
Welcome to the program.
Yeah, Mazi IYKE Peters. Good afternoon. My name is Paul, calling from Gabon. Mazi, yes, thank you for the analysis you have been doing for us, we Biafrans. And good afternoon, all Biafrans around the world. And what I want to tell all Biafrans is that we must buckle ourselves to make sure that we work very hard, because what is happening in Biafra land is the evil men. If you listen to what IYKE Peters has played this afternoon, shows that what is happening around the world is the evil we are entering evil world, but people doesn't know. That is why this man called himself Putin is fighting against. Putin is fighting against the injustice in the world. Despite of what is happening in Ukraine, we don't support any killings of people, but we don't support evil. That man is against evil, and the world must understand that. So what is happening in Biafra land? You see what is happening in Biafra land. You have never heard it. That is, they just keep quiet. What is happening even in our brother's place, Amazonia? What is happening there? You cannot see people talking about it. How to solve the problem? How to make sure that people, for you to say that you are not more interested in another man in marriage, it's not a war. It's not a abomination. They have it in United Nations chapter. They have it in ECOWAS. They have it in EU. They have it in African Union. So why are they keeping quiet, allowing people to die for nothing's sake? But see what is happening in Russia and the Ukraine is spreading everywhere. Even they are not talking about the coronavirus anymore. This coronavirus they brought to the world to damage the world. People are suffering everywhere because of coronavirus they brought. They are not talking about it again. What they are talking about now is Russia and Ukraine. That to show you that even the politicians in our midst, they are evil. They are the one bringing those military, burning our houses and calling them a embargo, bringing a embargo and burning the houses of our people. So that is why our brothers and sisters, I'm calling you. Any money you are collecting from these people, knowing that you are destroying your life and the life of your family, our people must reason very well. Our people must understand that collecting money from these politicians and the pointing hand to your brother, to kill your brother, to burn the house of your brother, my brother, you are destroying yourself. You cannot kill your brother or kill your mother and kill your family. You're expecting to live as a human being. It's impossible. So that is why everybody must rise up, stand up, support IPOB, support our leader Mazi IYKE and to restore our nation. Even we cannot shoot any gun. Only say that we don't want it again. And you see, this Britain will run away. And their evil work. So Mazi, I'm very, very happy because what is about to come in Biafra land, what is about to come in the world, we make sure that God will marvel and the Biafra nation we are talking about is here. Because God is working as hard to make sure that Biafra nation be released. So our leader Mazi IYKE, wherever they put him, God will continue protecting him until they release him. What we want to release our leader Mazi IYKE. Mazi IYKE did not kill anybody. What he's saying that our freedom must come. We must be free as a nation. So that's what he's talking about. So thank you, man.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. This is Radio Biafra USA too. We're still taking. Let's see if I have time. Yes, I don't have time to take a few more calls at 646-920-4541. 845-344-7984-929-406-9953. What we are saying in a nutshell is stop being a robot, stop being a copycat, tell yourself the truth. Whatever he is doing or whatever is happening in the Ukraine or between Putin and Ukraine, whatever they are doing, if you are not sure of the information, don't go about running your mouth. I have a call on WhatsApp. Caller, tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Yeah, hello, Mazi. Good afternoon, sir.
Welcome to the program.
This is Mazi calling from the zoo.
There.
You before in the program, you asked if you don't know where these people come from. Mazi, you see that Buckingham Palace. That is where they will live. They will leave that place. That Buckingham Palace is where they will live. And I want to, these people, people are having their view in this Russia-Ukraine issue. Two separate view. But what I want people to know, before you accuse Putin, I want people to check this. Does Putin, ask yourself, does Putin want to siege or does he in any way intended to conquer Ukraine? Is he want to overthrow Ukraine? No. He never want to take over Ukraine. So why is he shooting there? That's what people must understand. He never want to take over Ukraine. He never said Russia want to take over Ukraine. No, that is not the agenda. That's if you understand that, you will know that. You will know what he is fighting for. He never want to take over. He never want to take over control of Ukraine. No. He even asked Ukraine to overthrow they should overthrow their president. That's to tell you that something is wrong. That president is Western want to use that president to damage something there, and he don't want that to happen. He's protecting. That's what he's protecting. He never want to take over. He never want to overthrow Ukraine. No, that's what people must understand. So before you blame him, that is not his plan. So that's that way. I want to remind the Fulani again. I said we Biafran, we are warning Fulani, Kabas, we are warning them again. We're giving them serious warning. Fulani Kabas, Malami, Garbachehu, Sultan, and then all the rest of them. All this Biafran influence. Because here, this is high time we dissolve. That's your Hanazan. We high time they dissolve that association, because it's not working for our interest. They are Hanazan Fulani, not Hanazan Dibu. They are Hanazan Fulani. And all the babies support to us in our land. We are warning them. They should. Our leader will not stay that place more than 28th of April. If they fail to release him, if they fail to release our leader after 28th of April, peace. No, nobody will see peace in this country. Nobody will see peace in this. In fact, many things we unfold. You see this one. Do you know that this Mulani is a bad. You see this attack on Mary, on the Justice Mary or the now there's one clip. I want people to go back. There's clip. They arrested some people and they brought them to interview them. All those people they arrested. They said none of them is working with the Nigeria. They tag them. They are thieves. They are nobody. They are not government officers. Now they arrest these people. They interview them. Police interview them. After that, after police talk, after the statement from the police, then the press there interview those guys. Do you know that one guy there, the main person, I don't know, the guy is like the one is the main person there, they said is the one that at a policeman. The guy said, is in the clip there, the guy said that Malami is giving him work. He said it. The tape is people should go and watch that tape. The boy said that Malami is giving him work. This guy is not a policeman. This guy is not a EFCC officer. Malami is giving this guy work to do. He's a coach in Nigeria. Malami is a corrupt leader, and they should arrest him. The National Assembly should look at. They should not avoid. They should go into that video. Search the video. They will see the statement. Malami should come and answer what job is given to that guy and who is the guy. If they fail to release our leader, we will make everywhere. In fact, you see R5, who is sponsor of Boko Haram, they must arrest him. You see Gumi, who is chief negotiator, they must arrest him. You see all those of the list of those they said they have people that sponsor Boko Haram. They have federal government said they have the list. Why they never release the list? If they fail to release our leader, we will go extra mile and to reveal to the world that Buhari is dead.
Thank you.
We go extra mile to dig it out and show it to the world. After October 8th, after April 8th, they will see another side of us.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. All right, this is Radio Biafra USA 2. We're still taking. Let's see if I can take calls. Maybe no more calls at this time. We have.
Today we rise for our freedom. For our freedom. Celebration. Biafrans will be free. Celebration. Biafrans will be free.
Oh yes, another St. Patrick's Day celebration is here again. The Biafran community in Ireland, under the leadership of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, hereby invites all Biafrans, friends of Biafra, and lovers of freedom in Ireland and around the world as we join the Irish people worldwide to celebrate the yearly St. Patrick's Day parade in County Waterford, Ireland. Date Thursday, 17th of March 2022. Time 12 noon. Venue Waterford City Center. IPOB Dublin Zone Gathering Point. Red Cow Tram Station. Off Junction 9 M50/N7 exit. Gathering time 8 a.m. prompt. Departure time 9 a.m. on dot. Host IPOB Waterford. For more information, please call IPOB Island National PRO Mazi Charles Ibebugu 087-74-633-04. Waterford Coordinator Mazi Daniel Chukwu 089-962-9126. Mazi Isaiah Oba, the Deputy European Representative 089-26-489-31. Mazi Charles Umba, IPOB Island National Coordinator 085-143-4454. Mazi CJ Duru, IPOB Dublin Coordinator 089-959-1330. IPOB Cork Coordinator Mazi Peter Ewuzie Ezudo 085-284-2767. IPOB Dundalk Coordinator Mazi Chinedudu 087-275-6267. Mazi Basil Dike, IPOB Galway Coordinator 085-210-9907. IPOB Limerick Coordinator Mazi Benjamin Anyanwu 089-249-0835. IPOB Kerry Coordinator Mazi Ugochukwu KK Iheme 089-955-8999. Come one, come all. Let's keep Biafra alive. Signed, Mazi Stephen Chukwuemeka, IPOB Island National Secretary 085-868-3440. All hail Biafra. Biafra we hail.
All right. That would be a great day. 17th of March. It's a celebration. And we want Biafra line to be the longest. So you got to think those in traditional wears. Isiago here display wear that day. If I'm able to, maybe I will see if I can be there. Yes, so you never know. We can decide that I think I'm going to be part of it, and I will go there for that celebration. St. Patrick's Day celebration. It's always a great day. All right, with this, we've turned down all the phone lines. People are still trying to call. Unfortunately, we have to wait till tomorrow to take more calls. But Mazi Alozie is here with us. Still want to remind you that Biafra is our religion. And here on Radio Biafra is where we worship. Stay tuned for the next broadcaster that's coming in. USA 1 is on the verge. Stay tuned, don't go away. From me, my humble self, I say thank you for being with me today, and tomorrow is another day. We shall be together again. God's willing. Stay tuned, don't go away.
I believe Listen to Radio Biafra.